Here is the board, all delivered from PCBWay. It all looks very neat and very tidy. So the decoupling capacitors are now assigned to each of the ICs. The ICs don't have any sockets anymore. They are all soldered directly to the board. The soldering looks nice, looks okay as far as I'm concerned. Certainly a better job than I could do. So let's just plug it in and see if it works. So the board is all plugged in. I've connected the fourth layer now, instead of going to the background output from the tiles board. It now comes from the second characters board, which is the one with all of the decoupling capacitors on. And in the emulation here, what I've done is that I've added this second characters layer in place of the background layer. Basically what the circuit, or the PCB stack shows. So if I run this, just to remind us what we should see. So what we should see now is that we have this lovely score and status display here on top of the sprites, on top of the tiles layer, and on top of the background characters layer. So we're not using the background anymore as a static color, we're using it for the second characters layer. So the good news is that after plugging in and turning it on, there's at least some kind of output on the screen. So I know that the soldering on the new board is actually pretty good. There's no shorts or anything like that. So let's just run it. Oh, there we go. Let's just run it and see what we get. The Commodore 64 is on. It's ready to receive. It's all plugged in. Fingers crossed. And fantastic. So we can see that the extra characters layer is behaving pretty well. Quite pleased with that. Very, very pleased. In fact, it's very nice to see it work first time. Now, this kind of tells me now that the production method is good, the board design is good, and that I don't need to worry about the sockets anymore, which makes this thing a whole lot cheaper. Because actually the sockets, when there's a large number of ICs, is actually really expensive. The sockets can average 1.5 to nearly 2 times the cost of each IC. So this is really cool.